This is right on the verge of wilderness. I say I live a stone's throw from nature. I can throw a rock from my front door, literally, and hit the sandbar 50 meters in front of my house that has bear tracks and wolf tracks. I'm Jack Riekoff, and I live in Wiseman. My family moved here when I was 13 years old, and we moved to the Brooks Range when I was 3 years old. So I've lived in the Brooks Range for the majority of my life, and that was before the road, the pipeline, before the parks. Wiseman's is people that live here are very independent and very self-reliant. This isn't a commune. You're not holding each other's hand and group hug all the time. And then we harvest wild renewable resources, which are now included in what's considered subsistence uses. I harvest moose, Dall sheep, caribou to eat. Bear is a fourth alternate meat. I grow gardens in the summertime, and this is the northern limit of gardening, so I grow all of 95% of our vegetables is grown here. Potatoes, carrots, beets, turnips, things like that. We're making our own electricity here. So solar panels paid for themselves in a year and a half, 28 and a half years ago when I bought them. So they've been making money ever since, and plus they're good for the environment. We cut wood to heat the house, primarily in the winter time. We go permanently below freezing and late September to early October. The Dalton Highway, the pipeline and road, the road was the main thing that my dad really did not want to see here, because every time they build a road into wilderness country, it destroys the wilderness aspect. In June of 1974, you could hear the chainsaws coming, and they went right by Wiseman. And my dad says, this is the beginning of the end for this country. They're going to wipe this country out. A lot of the Hollywood productions lead people to believe Alaska's just teeming in wildlife, and it's the Serengeti. Well, it's not the Serengeti. And so I've tried to work long and hard to make my dad's words untrue. I sit on 3 advisory bodies, and so the road has brought lots of hunting pressure and lots of headaches for local people trying to compete with all these sport hunters. Well, the main success is trying to stop the use of all-terrain vehicles. Neither sport nor subsistence hunters can use ground contact off-road vehicles. The reason to protect wild areas is because they're going away, and the state of Alaska is pell-mell. So I feel that if you start building roads, then you're going to have the same problems that we've had here. You have to come up with all kinds of regulations and restrictions to try to restrain the public. So the general Americans that have conservation ethics need to speak up to their senators and representatives about not destroying the wildernesses of Alaska and other places. I like living closer to nature than a lot of people would, but that's just me. Everybody's got their thing, you know.
Just learned a lot about living in northern Alaska, and Tyler and I are going to go hunting, and we're going to field dress an animal
with a knife,
and we're going to use as much of that animal as we can. It's going to be a spiritual experience. We'll talk about it.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned for later.